filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse, mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. I sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like told me keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in.
Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. I'm Joe Jordan. I'm excited about this show today because we're going to talk a lot about those Cowboys and Eagles, you know, that potential great game. But we got another game, the Commanders and the 49ers, plus the Jaguars and the Jets. We'll get to that, y'all. But before we do that, we got my man Tomo in the book, you know, in the library. And we got Dave, not in the doghouse, but in the brick house. So what's up, y'all? How y'all doing today?
Hey, man, you see I'm in the library, so I've been studying all week, man. I've been studying all week. Hopefully we can show them Eagles what we really made of on Saturday.
That's good.
Well, hope y'all been doing a lot of studying so y'all can get that done. That brick wall, that's Udonis Haslam. All both shots.
All right.
I'm ready, man. Ready for this show. Let's get it. Playoff football.
Hey, bro, I thought you was gonna say the brick wall still for sturdy purdy, but I like the brick shots better.
You know, he took a shot at his own swallow like that.
Man.
Good way to start the show. All right, y'all. So look, before we get started, make sure y'all like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, share this video with somebody that y'all know personally so they can come on watch live with us. Use that comment section. We can see all the comments y'all will be putting down throughout the show. Also, we have, if you're on Instagram, we have a NFL and NBA chat. When we, you know, do a lot of debating in the chat, we get not just NBA, NFL. My bad. We got college football, college basketball, and we also got a baseball chat now. So if you want to be a part of our community, let's put your IG in the chat. We do trade updates, free agency updates, and we do debates in there also. So you want to be a part of that, let us know which one you want to be a part of, all right? And then we'll add you to the chat, all right? So last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. So let's start with the game that's going on tonight. We got 3 games to cover today. We're going to talk about the Jets versus Jaguars. This is believe it or not, y'all, think about this. When they came out with the Thursday night schedule for the year, and on December 22nd, 2022, sorry, the date is kind of off. I just realized that. December 22nd, 2022, did y'all realize that this game, particularly on Thursday night, would be a playoff situational game? And we all probably say no.
Not at all.
Right.
Probably for the Jags, but not for the Jets.
All right, exactly. All right, because a lot of people had the Jags finishing maybe second or first in that division. But also, not only this is a playoff game, this is draft pick number 1 and draft pick number 2 going head-to-head from last year. All right, so this is a big game. So we're going to talk about who we have winning this game because this comes on within an hour, or a little bit over an hour. So we're going to start with you, Tomo. All right? Tomo, I know you got the Jags. So go ahead.
How you know that? How did you know? You was reading my notes?
Okay, go ahead.
No, for real. You was reading my notes? How you know I picked the Jags?
I know you got them winning division, so go ahead.
Yeah, so, I mean, you stole it right there. I'm going with the Jags. 2 reasons. Zach Wilson. I still don't believe in him. Like, he got to make up for that comment. I'm telling you, until he make up for that comment, I'm picking against him every single game. And he can go out there and win every single game. I'm still going to pick against him because I'm not betting. The Jags also are just coming off of the 2 momentum wins. We talked about it all week. The Titans, they just beat the Titans. Then the comeback win against the Cowboys, down 17 points. What better way to do it? I mean, the Jets do have a great defense. But to me, I think the Jags have the better coach and the better quarterback. And I would say potentially the better receivers, but some people say they can cancel each other out. It's gonna be a rainy game, so the Jags can probably run the ball a little bit more. But no, Jags got this. And Lawrence, I trust.
All right, Dave.
I mean, the title says it, Lawrence in order, so you know who I'm going with. Law and Order, Jags. Tom, we agree. I think this is one thing we will always agree on. Zach Wilson just ain't it.
Nope.
He ain't it, man. He ain't it. I don't know what the Jags were thinking when they drafted him because they automatically knew that they were going to get him. I didn't understand it. I thought they maybe should have drafted Justin Fields or even Mac Jones, but that's neither here nor there. I'm picking the Jags simply because I mean they're on a 2-game win streak. It's not big, but they're on a 2-game win streak. They're playing well. Titans, even though they're not in this game, they pretty much their season may not be done for. They have Malik Willis that's replacing Ryan Tannehill, who's probably out for the rest of the season. And the Jaguars have beat they beat the Cowboys and the Titans in the last 2 games. Cowboys are in the playoffs, and Titans are leading the division right now. So that's something right there. Jaguars have had a pretty good season so far, with Trevor Lawrence throwing for almost 4,000 yards, 24 touchdowns, 7 picks. Their free agent signing Christian Kirk has panned out pretty well for them this year.
Mm-hmm.
He had 4 catches, almost 1,000 receiving yards, 7 touchdowns. So he's top 7th in the league in touchdowns. And then their running back Travis Etienne that they got from the University of Florida has played pretty well as well. He's almost run for over 1,000 yards. So it seems like they're doing well. Defense has the defense is not great, but it's okay. And then they also have Zay Jones is the other receiver that they have, I believe.
Yep.
So I mean, I'm going with the Jags, man. I mean, the Jets defense is great. I mean, they have Sauce Gardner back there, who's played pretty well this year in his rookie year. So I'm definitely excited to see him play. But it's Zach Wilson. I mean, what more do I really need to say? He hasn't proven much. He's only thrown for 6 touchdowns the entire year. 6 touchdowns, 6 picks. I don't think I need to say much else other than that. So, Jags.
All right. So look. Okay, y'all both big down on Zach Wilson. I understand. I'm not big up on him, but I will say this: the same Lions team where he threw over 300 yards and 2 TDs against, Trevor Lawrence only got like 6 points against that same Lions team, lost 40-6. So I know Trevor Lawrence and them, they've been on a nice little 2-game win streak because they beat the Baltimore Ravens after being down the whole game and made a comeback at the end of the game. They beat the Cowboys after being down most of the game. It came back at the end of the game, right? They got blown out by the Detroit Lions, and they beat the Titans, which is a division opponent, so that's a good win for them. But let's not act like Trevor Lawrence and them are steamrolling people. Let's not act like they've been dominant in these games. They've been playing for behind on most of these games. So let's start there. Number 2, the Jets have a way better defense than the Jags. Jags defense are just opportunistic. They make timely plays. I give them that. But they can get a lot of yards against them. They allow a lot of rushing yards and a lot of pass yards. You look at that Cowboys game; they were moving the ball easily, but it's just those turnovers made a big difference in that game, and those big plays because the Cowboys are missing corners and stuff like that. So the only reason why Zay Jones had 3 touchdowns because the Cowboys are hurt in the cornerback position. Okay, Christian Kirk, he showed up in the second half and all that stuff. He had like 60 yards, I believe, but he wasn't torching them the whole game. He was catchless in the first half. So the Jags are more like a second half team, in my opinion. But the Jets, they are legit as far as their defense. The Jags are not going to be able to move the ball against them like they did against the Cowboys who are injured. The Titans, who are just not a good team as far as like roster wise, but I think coaching wise, they will go out there and fight hard and win games. And also against a Ravens team who we know is sorry in the second half. Sorry, Carl and Tyrone. So I'm going to go with the Jets to win this game. I told y'all last week that on Monday or Friday that I thought that Monday that the Jags will lose this Jets game. All right, so I'm rolling with the Jets to win. I think Zach Wilson not gonna have to have a great game, but he's not gonna look as bad as y'all say he will. So I got that. I got Zach Wilson and the Jets.
Hey, Joe.
Yes, sir.
Repeat after me. MESS, mess. It's over, man. It's over. The Jags got this, man.
I want to say this though.
Okay.
Since you brought up the equal matchup that they had between somebody, the Lions played the Cowboys earlier this year, and hold on, where's that game at? I got it right here in my notes. And the Lions only put up 6 points in that game.
Against the Cowboys, you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm just talking about the light game. Like
the Cowboys were not hurt like this they were against the Jaguars. Tom says that. Tom told you about that.
Our cornerback was here.
Micah Parsons was there. D-Law was there too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I get that. But
I think this was after we got Jenkins too. So that our D tackle, once he went down, our run game opened back up. So
yeah, and that was Dak's second game, I think.
Yeah, but
it was.
Also to talk about the Lions defense, they've been playing pretty well these last few weeks. They only allowed 17 against the Jets. Vikings put up 23, but most of that was in garbage time because they were pretty much getting beat by the Lions almost the entire game.
Okay.
They only allow 14 from the Jags. I get that because you mentioned that game. And then the Giants only put up 18. So they've been playing pretty well. Their defense has stepped up lately. So it's not like their defense is bad. They were bad in the beginning of the year, but their defense has been better lately. So it's not like they played against a trash defense. They played against defense that's been on the up and coming.
Okay.
That's like some steam over there.
That's why I'm thinking that Trevor Lawrence is still going to be able to play pretty well against the Jets defense. I'm not saying, and I never said the Jets defense was trash. It's definitely a great defense. I think I said that in the beginning, but I think he's going to be able to play well.
All right, let me ask you, it's two sides of the ball, right? How many points did the Lions put up on the Jags?
40.
How many points they put up on the Jets?
Defense is not great.
How many points they put up on the Jets?
17.
17. Do you know the Lions up until the Jets game? They've been putting up 27 points a game in this last 6 or 7 game win stretch. 6 out of 7 game stretch. They've been putting up 25 points a game. The Jets are the only team that held under 25 points since the stretch. The Jets have a legit defense. So Trevor Lawrence,
they got top 5 defense to me.
Yeah, so Trevor Lawrence, if he goes down big like he always do, he's not gonna be making these miraculous comebacks against his Jets team. So that's what I'm saying. Like Trevor Lawrence realized that I'm not gonna say they're a front runner, all right? But the Jags have been not front runners. They've been in Dak mode. I'm sorry, Tombo. They've been in Dak mode, but they actually finish the job. So they actually go down and they make this miraculous comeback and they actually win.
So
Dak doesn't do.
So they're not front runners. If front runners is someone who's leading and keeps lead in extensive lead, they're not front runners. So they may fall down, but they have the capabilities of coming back. And the Jets offense, do you expect them to put up more than 17 points in this game? I don't.
Joe.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying put up 17 points, and that's why I took it back to front runner. I said front runner. I said, you know what, not front runner. I'm just saying the Jags and versus Jags offense, because that's their power zone is the offense versus the Jets defense. The Jets defense is going to win. You talking about Christian Kirk against Sauce? Really? Come on now. All right, you talking about Michael Carter against Zay Jones? I'm picking those two over them any day. And then the Jets offense, they will play good enough to win this game. Like I said, the Jags don't have an awesome defense. I do like their rookie. Their rookie has been playing well, but they make timely plays. They do that. And with this quarterback with Zach Wilson, I get it. That can happen. But the Jets defense are good enough to make up for Zach Wilson mistakes, in my opinion. So don't forget, this Jets team was in playoff contention with Zach Wilson, playing as bad as everybody say he is.
That is true. You also said
the
that
Jets gonna win this game today. All right, so look, I kind of made a mistake. Our guest is an hour behind us, and I told him 7 o'clock, and he's like, "Oh, it's not. It's 6 o'clock where I'm at." All right, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna jump into the Commanders game, and the 49ers, and then we're going to end it with the Cowboys and Eagles game. All right. See, is that what I'm talking about? There you running, bro? So
He wasn't running.
There you go.
He wasn't running at all.
Okay, hold on, guys. So I'm missing the
No
command.
running.
Got his camera on.
No running. No running.
I need
None at all.
credit for that, Lawrence and Order. I need.
No, you don't. No,
He
you
said
don't.
something about that.
No, that's his fantasy team name. Ain't nobody worried about you.
Oh.
Ain't nobody worried about them. You should have been on here. Where you at?
That's exactly right. All right, let's go to this next game, y'all. Touchdown Purdy. Who's bringing a Heineke? I like that. That's dope. All right. So
You want me to moderate this one?
Oh,
Because he ready. He ready.
Home, David. But go ahead, Tom.
I was gonna say, so the 49ers are coming off of what, 7 to 8 game win streak, and then we have the Commanders who are trying to bounce back from the referees blowing their playoff chances possibly.
Facts.
And it just so happened that we have two fans here. I love the fact that you two just went back and forth about the Jets Jaguars, because it was like a pre-warm-up for the real debate. Now the real question is, who wins this game? I'm gonna start off with you, Dave.
I know I have had this mantra where I pick against us and we win.
Uh-oh.
But
okay.
There's been too much smack being talked my way with two certain Commanders fans who said that they were going to. Well, I won't say it was a lot of smack, but they kept saying that they were going to come get at us. I've been quiet. I've been relaxed this entire time. So I'm going with my team this time. I'm picking my team this time. We've been playing great. 7-game win streak, number 1 defense in the league. We got 6 Pro Bowlers this season, which is good. Although I think Christian McCaffrey got robbed and he should have been in the Pro Bowl, but that's neither here nor there. We have some players coming back from injury. Eric Armstead, I think this is his 3rd or 4th game back from injury. Javon Kinlaw is back in this game. He will be there. He's another key piece in the defensive line. Mooney Ward has played well. We got Talanoa Hufanga, who made his first Pro Bowl this year. He's gonna be back there. And Purdy just needs to play his game. I do understand that Chase Young is also back for his first game of the season. I'm expecting him to play well, but have a little bit of rust since he's been out for pretty much all year. So I'm picking us to win in a close game, 2017.
You want to go next or you want to go last?
I go next.
Okay.
I'm Money Mano. Let's get it.
Okay.
So look, all right. I'm picking the Commanders. All right, I'm picking the Commanders to win this game. All right. I look at this as a must-win, even though it's really not, but I'm looking at it as a must-win game. So look, this is how I look at this game, and I think it's gonna plan out. This kind of give me deja vu. Deja vu. I remember we played a team that was 8-0 on an 8-game win streak. I know you got 6 Pro Bowlers. This team got 8 Pro Bowlers. This team was dominant on defense. There's like probably probably at the time, probably even top 2 defense in the NFL at the time. And we rolled up in there with Taylor Heineke in their territory and gave them their first loss of the year. Only difference is we're playing our territory. I think the offense, passing-wise, looked pretty good against the Giants, but we're going to lean heavy on Brian Robinson in this game. All right? We don't need Taylor Heineke throwing 30 passes. You thought Kayvon Thibodeau was a problem? Try Nick Bosa. All right? So we need to run the ball more, use Brian Robinson. I'm glad our coaching staff came out and actually said that we should have stayed with Brian Robinson, who was averaging almost 9 yards to carry. All right. Well, I'm probably hyping it up, but you know what I'm saying. So I'm actually going to pick us for that reason, for the offense reason, and defensively. I'm not I'm not big on Brock Purdy like everybody is. Brock Purdy, right? I look at this team. Like I said, deja vu. Remind me of the Eagles early in the season. Eagles were very dominant in the first half. Second half weren't very dominant. When y'all got Brock Purdy with the Dolphins, very dominant in the first half. They didn't even score a touchdown in the second half until that scoop and score at the end. And then y'all played, who y'all played after that? Y'all played Tampa Bay Buccaneers, went up 28 donut. You did score in your first drive in the third quarter, but after that, you didn't do anything really, right? Well, no, you didn't. So second half, Second half, you did not score until Tom Brady threw an interception. Y'all had good field position. Y'all scored. So second half, y'all slow down there against the Seattle Seahawks. People act like y'all dominated them. Y'all won by 8 points. In the second half, pump. Really, like y'all really want to move the ball in the second half.
Me up.
Pump me up, right? So look, my thing is with the Commanders, I'm going to say our defense is elite, right? I thought the Giants, don't forget it's a division game, just like the Seahawks. It's a division game. It's always going to be tough. Giants always plays us well. We play the Eagles better than we play the Giants. For some reason, the Giants always play us well. I don't know what it is, but our D-line is legit. We do have a top 5 defense. And remember where we came from. We were bottom 5 in the first 5 games, and we're now top 5. That just tell you the 49ers number 1, but are they? All right, are they really number 1? I'm not going to go there, though, David, with you, right? But my thing is this. I'm going to pick us to win. Chase Young coming back. He's not going to play a full game. He's going to play in situational times, as far as like third down and stuff like that. So I got us winning a close game. You got 20-17. Guess what, Dave? I got 20-17 also, but I got it our way.
Okay.
I got it our way. I got it our way.
So you're picking. So you think y'all are going to be able to put up 20 points against that defense?
Well, we put up 31 against the Eagles, and they was number 1 and number 2 defense. But I'm just saying, in Philly.
That's the Eagles.
So we're going to do something that we're going to do something. We ended the Eagles. So we ended the Eagles 8-game win streak, and now we got to end y'all 7-game win streak. All right, so this is going to prepare us because this is a must-win game for us. I know y'all already clinched the division, y'all partying, but y'all having a Brock party, and it's looking very pretty. All right, so y'all out there partying, drinking Heineken's, right, all that stuff. But guess what? Y'all gonna drink the wrong Heineken on Sunday, and then we're gonna get up with the W.
I hear you. All I'm gonna say is I'm ready for Saturday. We're gonna come out with a win. And then Mark is going to hear everything I have to say in the chat. Because Mark, even though Mark did say, come on the show, said that he respects us and he actually thinks that we're the best team in the NFC, he's still been coming back at us. So I definitely got to say something to him. And I respect y'all defense. Y'all definitely have a top 5 defense. I think I'm probably maybe the only person in the chat that have respected y'all almost the entire year. Other than the preseason when I didn't really pick y'all to make the playoffs. So other than that, I haven't really said too much about y'all that were bad, but our defense is number 1 in rushing, number 1 in the pass. So I don't expect y'all to run the ball as well as you think. And like I said, 2017.
Okay, sorry, Tomo. When I saw this comment, I knew he was gonna win right here. Cause that guy, whenever he picked against us, we win. But Dave, y'all haven't really played in a good running back.
Kenneth Walker's not a good running back?
Kenneth Walker was hurt. Don't forget about that. He didn't play. I'm sorry. He was hurt. That was his first game back. And he only ran the ball 12 times. They didn't run the ball for real. I don't understand. I came on the show on Tuesday and said, I don't know why they didn't run the ball. He had like 12 carries for like 35 yards. I don't know why they didn't run the ball with him. So y'all didn't really play on good running backs, right? When y'all played a running team, Atlanta Falcons, y'all took an L. And then y'all played Chiefs because Patrick Mahomes. But outside of that, Rams, no running attack. Chargers, no running attack. They got Eckler, but Eckler's more of a passing back. Arizona, no running attack. The Saints, Alvin Kamara hit and miss. He's not a consistent runner, right? Dolphins, Bucks, Seahawks, the last game with the injured. I ain't play nobody with Brian Robinson, Antonio. Not saying these guys are all-stars, but we are a run-first team. Y'all haven't played a run-first tean all these weeks. So I'm not saying we're going to play out. I'm just saying, like, that number 1 defense thing, we're going to test it out tomorrow.
All right.
We're going to test it out.
All right. I want to see this. I want to see that top 5 defense, too. And I want to see how good Brian Robinson is.
Tom loving this. Go ahead, Tom.
It's usually me and somebody else. Nah. I don't even want to pick a game. I just want to watch this. But Dave, don't kill me.
Go ahead. I expected it.
Don't kill me.
I expected it. It's all good. I expect
y'all gonna win this game, man. Who? Y'all gonna win it. The 49ers.
Oh, you picked us?
Yes, the 49ers are gonna win for the simple reason. I mean, like you said, Joe, there is a chance that you all could steal it because they have nothing to prove. But when I sat back and thought about that statement, I was like, wait a minute. Trent Williams is coming back.
We definitely got something to prove. We still fighting for the number 2 seed. We still got
not even that. I'm talking about the storylines here. I'm here for the storylines.
Yeah, that too.
This is in Washington, right?
Yes, it is.
It's in San Francisco.
Oh, it's in San Francisco or Washington?
It's in San Francisco. We home.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So that's
Oh yeah,
even
you're right.
better.
Y'all, my bad,
That's
my
even
bad.
better. So Trent
That's better
Williams ain't
for
got to
us.
worry
Go
about
ahead.
playing on
That's
that.
for real.
Trent Williams ain't got to worry about playing on that terrible field.
That's better for us.
Big Trent finally gets to go up against his team. For was it? I think this is the first time since the
Second time.
second time.
Second time.
Oh, so you
Chase
know you
Young,
want to dominate.
Chase Young rookie year, scoop and score. Go ahead.
Yeah, but that's not happening this year. It's not happening. We got Trent. Kyle's coming back again with Purdy, so he got something to prove. He definitely got a lot to prove. I mean, your defense has started from the bottom and now is here, so I agree with that. But I haven't seen nobody score over 20 on this defense yet. And the way you all played after Monday, you'll have moments where you get in your way. It's times where I watch the Commanders and I feel like I'm watching the Cowboys. It's like you'll have something that's working perfect, and then you'll just switch away from it and try something else. And because of that, the 49ers are going to pick away at that. And who's on your right side? Like, who's your right tackle for the Commanders?
The Commanders,
Yeah.
the right tackle, you got Leno on the left side. On the right side, I have no idea. We don't have a consistent right tackle.
Okay, I just wanted to know before we put him on
rotating all year.
Yeah, I just wanted to know before we put him on a T-shirt because Nick Bosa is going to have a field day. He's going to close up this defensive player of the year after those rushes. Your passing game is there. If you all run the ball, you can win. However, the 49ers just have
Cornelius to get Lucas. Okay, never
there
mind.
we go.
Sorry.
The 49ers just got to get to Heineke. If they can when they contain him, because they can contain him. I'm not going to say if. They can contain him. They contain him and make you all throw the ball, it's going to be a long day.
Got to run the ball.
Yeah,
like you said, run the ball. Right?
Yeah, but because you all are the upset kings, it makes it hard to pick the game. But watching football and just knowing it the way I know it, I'm going with the 49ers. Every time I said something about them, like he thought Brady was going to get 20 points. See what happened there. So,
all right,
I mean,
cool.
I said that to be funny.
okay. All right.
Be funny. But I know we still have the one more second. I just want to make this one last comment. I never said that Brian Robinson wasn't good. I just want to say exactly how good he is. I know he's an animal. He's played well. I thought that he was the reason why he was a part of the reason why they beat the Eagles.
Yep.
Why I think that why I thought that they would be able to make the playoffs, and I think they still have a chance. But it's us.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna move to a different game. It's a game that had some spark to it, but with the loss to the Cowboys last year, the spark kind of lost its spark. All right, but we're gonna bring up my man AJ 2K. What's good, AJ?
What's happening? How y'all doing?
What's going on, AJ?
Awesome.
How y'all doing?
Awesome. We doing great, man. We blessed. Highly favored.
Feeling great, man. Feeling great. 13-1, man. It feels great.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So look, y'all. AJ, man. He actually does his own thing, also. All right. If I'm not mistaken, AJ, you in Minnesota?
Yeah, I live in Minnesota. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I kind of messed up the time zone. I know Minnesota's an hour back. I actually got people in Minnesota too, over there in Brooklyn Park.
Okay.
All right. So I know it's an hour back. That's my mistake. But if I'm mistaken, man, you an Eagle and Laker fan.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes,
so
sir.
You do content for Minnesota teams, right? I'm mistaken.
Yeah. So I also work for ESPN Radio out here. And they got me doing content for them on social media.
That's tight.
So it's pretty dope.
No, that's what's up.
Yeah, it make it kind of tough though when when the Vikings play Philly. It's like what I'm gonna say this week. What I'm gonna say this week because I'm not gonna crap on my team. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing that. So gotta kind of vibe and weave. But I still was on there like, look, I'm sorry to say Philly gonna win this game. I don't know what to tell y'all. The same thing, when the Timberwolves play the Lakers. But outside of that, it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I've been watching your content, stuff like that. You put out some good content. You make a lot of sense. I know we connected on that Eagles and Commanders game. I know you commented, and then afterwards you commented again. I appreciate the comment because you on now. So y'all a good team, but I'm sorry, man. We had to do what we had to do. We had to get a W. We needed it that time too.
Man, y'all definitely handle business, man. I feel like I give y'all credit, but man, we definitely beat ourselves too, though, man. All them fumbles, and I heard you earlier say y'all put up 31. It was like 26. To play through the ball backwards to y'all ran it in. I'm listening on the side like, bro, let me in, bro. Nah, bro. And try to add to it. We dropped 31. Like, nah, we gave y'all that last touchdown. But I get credit where it's due, though, man. Y'all handle business. I can't even really hate. I was hot at the time, but it was what it was. I'm kind of happy we got the loss out the way. And I feel like it made us better. We went and got Linval Joseph and Ndamukong Suh. So
That's true.
like it made us better.
That's true. And y'all run deep has been great ever since, for real. Y'all been playing some good running backs too. Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry, and y'all did a great job against both of them too.
Zeke.
All right. Zeke, okay.
What do you say? What do you say?
Zeke.
Hey, I ain't gonna. I mean, I can't stand the Cowboys. But one thing I will say is Zeke has always gave us troubles, bro. I ain't gonna even. He's always been an issue for us. I don't know what that's about. We stop everybody else, but bro always seem to go for 100 on us. I don't know what that is.
He would have did it with Cooper Rush, but they stopped giving him the ball.
Yeah. Y'all was fighting from behind, man. So I don't blame you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
All right, so Eagles, Cowboys. All right, this supposed to have been like this marquee matchup for the #1 seed in the NFC for the division. The Cowboys, lost to the Jags. Y'all were in trouble against Justin Fields and them, and then y'all pulled out with a win. So that was good. So let's go with this game. Sorry, it's like an alarm system here. Let's go with this game. All right, so we're gonna kick it off. Let's kick off with you, AJ. So let's talk to us about this game. What do you expect? And this, let's talk about it.
Well, Jalen not being able to play kind of takes a lot of the fire out of it. I'm not gonna lie. But we did play them with Cooper Rush in, so I can't really make no excuses. We got to go out there and get a win. It means a little bit more to that side than our side though, because we pretty much got the division on lock, pretty much got the NFC on lock. We just need one more dub. So even if we lose this week, we probably gonna win one of the last 2 games. But as far as this game, like I expect us to play better than people expect. I think our offense is still gonna move pretty well. We can still run the ball. We still got 2 #1s on the outside. Still got Quez. Dallas Goedert be back this week. And then defensively, man, we #2 defense in the whole NFL right behind San Francisco. So I feel like Dak, man, he's been giving that ball away a lot lately. He's been coughing that ball up a lot. Some of it hasn't really been his fault. It's been a lot of bad luck, but some of it has been his fault. 11 picks in 9 games is kind of tough. And for a defense that know how to take the ball away, I think we #1 or #2 in the league with takeaways. For like Dak gonna give us the ball a couple times, give us a couple short field opportunities. We cash in. I see us winning somewhere around like 23-20, somewhere around in there, inching out with a win, #1 seed in the division. That's how I see it. I don't know though. I don't know.
First of all, thanks for coming on the show.
Of course.
Thanks for coming. But your vision is a little blurry. You're not winning no 23-20. I'm sorry, it's not happening this time. This is a certified get back. We've been waiting. The fact that they stretched this game out makes me mad because I wanted Dak to come back literally like 2 weeks after that because we needed our get back. And now look, Hurts is out. It's still a marquee matchup at the end of the day because when we win, then you all got to play the Saints. Minshew's probably still there because at this point it would be smart to just hold Hurts out for maybe 2 or 3 games. And I don't think you all are going to beat the Saints. However, it's not about that. It's about us right now. Our defense is a little shaky. So if Miles Sanders can pick up the run game, you all still have a chance there. But the comment about the 2 #1s, I think you only got 1 #1.
How so?
And I think that's Smith.
No,
Wait, you don't think AJ #1?
Nah. I think he's a complimentary receiver. I'm sorry.
AJ Brown?
Yes. Devontae Smith has been doing this before AJ got there. All AJ did was just help him get more open. That's it.
This man got like 10 touchdowns and 1,200 yards, but he not a one. Keep in mind, he was balling with Tennessee too now.
So remember Laurent Robinson?
You said what?
Do you remember a guy named Laurent Robinson?
Right, yeah.
He had almost about 9 to 10 touchdowns too, and he was a slot receiver for the Cowboys. I mean, sometimes getting touchdowns is just you in the right place at the right time.
But 1,200 yards though, that's not right place, right time. That's you catching the ball and making things happen.
When you playing cupcakes.
I want to say this now. To start the season, the Dallas Cowboys had the easiest schedule percentage-wise amongst the entire league. The easiest. It was them and the Commanders, actually. The easiest schedule. So the whole cupcake argument don't really sound right.
Hold on. To start the season?
At the beginning of the season, the percentages came out. Like, all right, to start the season, these are the teams that have the easiest schedules. The Cowboys, you can Google it right now. The people that's watching, Google it. You will see the Cowboys at the top, the Commanders right behind them. The NFC East has the easiest schedule in the league, but the Cowboys have the easiest schedule. So I like how people try to throw the little cupcake schedule argument in there, but at the end of the day, you can only play who in front of you. And on top of that, I mean, who knows what y'all would have did with our schedule? Y'all losing the teams with losing records, man. The Packers, the Jaguars, the Bucks. I mean, come on. Come on.
Hey now. Okay. That's because of Kellen Moore and his arrogance, okay? But just say the beginning of the season, no, we had the toughest. You gotta think we had to play the Bengals, the Rams. You talking about we started out the gate and with the Bucks. So out the gate, overall we might have it, but out the gate, no.
Well, I'm talking about just percentage. I think they were speaking as far as the season in its totality. Like to start the season, according to the schedules, they have the easiest one.
See, look,
not to literally start, but I'm just saying that's the percentages that came out before the season started. Is how I meant to phrase it.
Now we're talking about based off the results of this season. Then that makes sense because the Rams not looking good right now. The Bucks are just looking like crazy. You know what I mean? But based off last year, they had to play the Bucks, who people picked them to be one of the best teams in the NFC. Then they had to turn around and play. Who did they play second game? They played the Rams second game, right?
No, they played the Bengals.
And the Bengals just went to the Super Bowl last year. And then they played the Rams, who won the Super Bowl last year. So I remember the Cowboys schedule was like all the tough part is in the beginning, and then it stretches out to easy. So that's crazy. That's percentage thing. That's crazy. But go ahead, continue.
Long story short, I mean the division is still a toss up because we don't know what Gardner Minshew is actually going to do. Is he going to be Gardner Minshew with the Jaguars, or he's going to still be the same Gardner Minshew with the perfect O line? Because right now the Eagles have the best O line in the division, and I have to give him that. Even though I crack my jokes about HOV Lane, but he was holding Micah up in that first game until he got hurt. Micah didn't really have a presence that game, and recently Micah really hasn't have a real presence in games either. That's kind of scaring me a little bit, and also our other cornerback. So, with all this being said, we're going to tough this one out because we owe you all, and we got to win out.
So you think you're gonna come back and win the division?
We got a chance, yeah.
Oh man,
because I'm telling you, if Hurts does not come back, and you all lose this game, they're gonna look around and be like, what's up with Gardner?
Listen. I think Jalen's injury is more so precautionary than it is something major. Because in that game, and I know the adrenaline and all of that is pumping, but the man still had like 100 yards after that. Probably like, I don't know, 30 yards on the ground after that. He scored a touchdown after that. So I think it's more so precautionary. They trying to build themselves up and keep themselves healthy for the postseason. If we lose to y'all, which I don't think will happen, but say we lose to y'all, I don't think he going to miss the last 3 games knowing what's at stake, given the fact that if you win one of those games, you get that first round bye. So you have a week off right there in itself. So the Eagles ain't just going to let this thing fall off the cliff. That defense not going to let this thing just fall off a cliff. We're going to get at least one more game and seal the deal. And I think it's going to be this Saturday. I really do. I think y'all are a little overhyped, man. I think y'all just a little overhyped. Y'all can play. I mean, look, I dang sure wouldn't say the 13-1 team overhyped.
Oh,
so
it's definitely y'all. Definitely y'all. It's y'all.
It's got to be the one it's got to be the team that just lost to Jacksonville that's overhyped. That's what I would think.
No. See, there's only 2 types of Eagles fans, and I'm putting you in the classy Eagle fan section. I know another one that can be very annoying and just makes no sense. I think all fan bases have that. But right now, I think it's y'all that's like, look, y'all don't stand a chance. We got our backup. Our defense is better. That's what y'all saying. Our win streaks is better.
You saying worse? You saying our defense is better than y'all's?
Yep, the defense is better.
Right.
The offense is better. Y'all say the coach is better.
Yeah.
And y'all been showing improvement. Like you said earlier, we struggled against the Jaguars. However, any team that you all were faced against, even when it was some turmoil, you ended up winning that game. The only one that you lost was against the 49 rush attempt Commanders. Yeah. So, with that being said, I think your fan base is more overhyped than ours because right now we're dealing with too many injuries for us to even have the confidence that we should have.
You might have a fair point, but amongst national media, and maybe it's the America's team thing, maybe that's what it is. But they still, man, Cowboys #1 Super Bowl contender over the Eagles and the Niners. And it's like, are we sure about that? Like these, the idea or the goal is to be hot towards the end of the season. Y'all look like y'all kind of ending this thing a little a little cold. I also feel like there was a little suspect against the Colts too, and the Colts self-imploded, as we've seen
Oh, here
again
we go with
against the
that.
Vikings. Look, I'm just telling you what my eyes see, man. I've been telling my guy about this. Like, look, taking off the cap and the Eagles binoculars and all of that. When I look at Dallas, they're a really good team, but like since Dak been back, he hasn't been that convincing to me. Like he can put up points, but like in these big moments, these interceptions, they swing in games. Now y'all defense bail y'all out a lot. This last game definitely didn't, but in that game against the Colts, man, it was 21-19 in the fourth quarter.
So
Y'all scored a touchdown, but then that defense turnover after turnover, and that's a part of the team that makes y'all team great. But I think y'all are to be had come against us and probably first round. That's how I look at y'all.
well, if that's the case, then both of our defenses are opportunistic, and I'm gonna let my other two co-hosts jump in at some point because now I feel
That's
I
fair,
got to let them say something. I feel like y'all defense, I feel like y'all defense is also opportunistic because there's times where you all that one game again where we go back to the game you lost and the games where you almost lost to the Colts too. If you all don't get a turnover, teams have a chance to show y'all. Even with the first game with Cooper Rush, I mean, it was I went back and watched the game before we came on here. The middle of the field was wide open. Now, if Kellen Moore was a smarter offensive coordinator, he would just attack the middle of the field, and boom, we got that game. However, some people are just not that smart. Also, last week when you all finally faced, I would say you all faced the team that kind of mimics you all. They just don't have the talent. The Bears mimic the Eagles. The quarterback, the way they run with the quarterback, and the way they run the ball, and the way their defense tries to attack. And that's why you all really started off that slow to me. But I'm gonna let my guys jump in.
Joe, this your division. You go ahead.
You sure? Okay. So look, all right. So all right, I do think the Eagles will win. Now, before the season, I had the Eagles and Cowboys a split, but more so on Dallas side because I wasn't big sold on Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts been playing well this year. I give him that. But not just Jalen Hurts, y'all team all around. Y'all a good team. You know, I think y'all not weak in no areas. You know, obviously y'all weak up the middle, but then y'all had to fix that. So now I will say this. The Cowboys, now with Minshew, I think they'll still be good because, like you said, they do have the best O-line in the NFL. The only way I think the Eagles will lose this game if they pull a Kellen Moore. If they pull what they did against us and throw the ball over, run the ball. When they played us, they didn't even use Miles Sanders for real. They kept trying to air the ball out in the air. And what it did, put ball in harm's way, interception, fumble, stuff like that. So if they try to win a game with Minshew in the air, because that's y'all strength. Y'all strength as a Cowboys defense. Well, obviously y'all are tormented right now in the cornerback position. Right now, y'all cornerbacks are hurt and all that stuff. But y'all also have y'all weakness is known to be a run run defense. And Miles Sanders, you know, right now he's over 1,000 yards rushing. If I'm not mistaken, over 1,000 yards rushing right now. He's one of the best running backs in the league, far as stat wise, when he gets the ball. And Miles Sanders know how to get the ball in the end zone. So I think Miles Sanders, I can see Miles Sanders having like 2 TDs this game. You know, probably like 80 to 100 yards, you know, if they run the ball. And he's right about the defense. They're opportunistic. They're like Kevin always say this, and he's right, that they don't blitz a lot, but what they do is they stretch the whole field. So what they do is they want you to get short route after short route. They want you to stay patient. But what's going to happen? Dak, he's going to make one of them throws and get a little greedy. And then so you know, somebody, Darius Slay, interception maybe, Bradbury, interception. So Dak is going to turn the ball over this game. Now, so I'm picking the Eagles to win this. And I do got to say this. Even though the Cowboys did lose to the Jags, the Eagles struggle against the Jags. Remember, the Jags have 5 turnovers, and y'all won by 1 possession. All right? Well, 5 turnovers. And y'all struggle with the Colts, too. Like he said, the Colts. And like, yeah, y'all actually see you said the score was 21-19 with the Cowboys. They were winning. Y'all were losing the whole game until Jalen Hurts scored at the end.
That's facts. That's facts.
So I got it. And then that's after y'all lost to us. You would think that y'all come out and blow out the Colts. And remember, just Saturday, that was the second game. So I would say that. So we don't like it's a division game. Anything can happen, but I'm gonna lean towards Philly on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nana, we know where you're going.
Yeah, Tommy, you know I'm not picking y'all.
I know.
You know I'm not. It's not even it, and this time it's not because you're the Cowboys. I'm lying. It is because you're the Cowboys. You make too many mistakes. You're a mistake waiting to happen. It just happens. No matter what, you can just bet on Dak or someone making some mistake, and this is just going to happen. Even though I understand that Gardner Minshew is going to be playing the game, it's not like Gardner Minshew is the worst backup in the league. He's played pretty well when he's played, and he has a good offensive line. They're not going to make him do too much. I'm pretty sure he's not going to throw for over 30 passes if he gets to 30. They're going to run the ball as much as they can. And like they said, they have two number ones outside. Dallas Goedert is coming back. Defense is still intact, and Dominican Sue that run defense has improved since they made those signings. And that's definitely true. That when AJ said that, and I don't see Kellen Moore making the game plan.
I love it
Enough to make it seem like they're going to run the ball a lot. He's too pass happy as an offensive coordinator. Whenever Dak is in the game, he wants to make sure that Dak plays like he's the $70 million quarterback that he got paid from that first year when he got that contract. And you can tell, just look at the difference between when they had Cooper Rush and when they had Dak in. With Cooper Rush in the ball, he didn't throw the ball more than 25 times. And they ran the ball about 25, 30 times because they know that's how they win the ball. That's how they win the game. And if you know Dak's history, he plays better when Zeke and Pollard run the ball. Dak wins games most of the time when they run the ball out, and that helps him not turn the ball over because then you have to honor the run. When you put 8 in the box and you leave CD and Gallup out there along with Dalton Schultz, then you have a better chance of winning the game. But I just don't see it happening. Kellen Moore, I don't trust him enough. I put him in the doghouse for a reason. I don't trust him enough because he's going to implode. If he doesn't implode, then y'all have a chance to win. I just don't see it. And plus, your defense hasn't played well the last few weeks. Your defense they just haven't been. They mess you up. Your defense is usually the most dependable. But like you said, Micah has gone missing. He got a sack the last game, but before that, where has he been? And if you think about it, most of the times, even when he doesn't get a sack, your team gets a sack. His team hasn't even been able to do it either. So it seems like once Micah goes down, the entire defense goes down. Plus, your other cornerback, I mean, even though I don't think he was that good anyway, he's out. Then you got Kelvin Joseph back there. He's going to get burnt no matter who's on him. So I got the Eagles winning this game at least by a touchdown.
All right, so now my fandom got to come out. Okay. see, when the world does this is when we come out and show up. Because y'all said all of this about the Vikings.
That's very
They said
true.
everything about it. It was like they don't have a chance. The Vikings are good. Kellen Moore is not going to pass the ball. Oh, see, here they come. Here they come. There they go.
Hello. Here the comment.
And then boom, 40-3 happens.
That's true.
Now, I really don't want this to be that type of game because the first thing they're going to do is like, well, that was our backup. And, y'all would have never did this if Hurts was here. And then that's when we got to bring up history because as Cowboy fans, what's one thing we can rely on? History. That's all we got is history. So we're going to always bring up some historical facts. I believe Darius Slay has been there most of Dak's career. Has he gotten a pick on Dak Prescott yet?
He got one. He got one. I think he only has one though. I think it was like 2020 or 2021. He got one. It was when Jalen Hurts first got to the team.
I think he came out and said he never picked off that.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think he said that on the pivot. Yeah, he said on the pivot. He said he never got one.
He got one on one of y'all. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I think that was a Cooper Rush.
Might have been.
Dak been hurt. Probably Andy Dalton.
It probably was Andy Dalton.
It might have been.
It might have been. It was definitely Dalton. But most of the pieces from their defense has been there since Dak has been there. And something about this division and when Dak goes up against them, he just shows up. So if it's any other team in the league, I agree with everything you're saying. But it's something about this NFC East that makes Dak show that, hey, I earned this contract. And again, Zeke eats whenever he plays Philly. It doesn't matter if they got Hargraves, Jordan Davis, Pop, a.k.a. Brandon Graham, Fletcher. It doesn't matter who's out there. Zeke is going to average 6 to 7 yards a pass. So, again, it's always a fist fight when we play either the Commanders or Philly. And it's at this point that Philly has raised the stock because now they're a better offensive threat than they've been in the past few years. Their quarterback's looking nice. So, this game's going to be good. But everything you all are saying is making the Cowboys look like the underdog to the fan base. Now, like you said, with the media, of course, everyone's going to boast it up because they want the Cowboys to lose for real, for real. I'm hip to the media now. They give us all this hype. So that way, when we lose, we told y'all, we said all this about them, and they let us down again.
I'll say this about the Vikings. I didn't think the Vikings would blow you out. I did think the Vikings would win, but I didn't think they would blow you out. Their defense is not that good. Their defense hasn't really been good all year. I mean, it's okay, but they've been letting teams score them almost all the time.
They weren't even favorite going into the game at home.
Yeah, they were. And then when it comes to the backup thing, I mean, the Eagles they can't say nothing because they played against Cooper Rush,
and it was their homecoming. You're right.
But they can't say anything. So that's that. Go ahead, AJ.
Yeah, I just feel like, honestly, bro, if we being completely honest. To me, bro, again, it kind of falls on Dak because I don't know if it's still the hand that's still bothering him, but he giving the ball up a lot. And against this team, it's the last thing you want to do is give him opportunities. That defense, again, has bailed him out in moments where he's giving the ball up. And no doubt he's also made plays down the stretch of certain games too. But I just feel like against this defense, it's going to be tough to give the ball away. And to expect the Philadelphia Eagles to not put up points to follow that. Like a lot of these teams aren't efficient in the red zone that they've been playing against as of late, and they haven't been able to cash in. The Texans was the perfect example. The interception Dak threw in his own territory. The Texans got the ball at the 10-yard line and can't cash in. Couldn't even get a field goal on the board. That should have been an L right there. But it's the NFL. Like y'all said, the Eagles struggle with the Colts. The Eagles struggle with the Bears. So they found a way to win. You said that a lot of these pieces have been here in the past, and that may be true, but a lot of the pieces that was added in the offseason makes them better as a unit. Like Dak hasn't played against a defense this good in the division his entire career. This defense is number 2 overall in the league, leading the league in sacks and in takeaways.
The Commanders.
Who?
The Commanders.
When was number 2 in the league?
They're probably like top 5.
Yeah, we were number 2 in the league in the COVID year.
It was 2. Was it that high? It might have been that high.
It was second.
It was the COVID year, so yeah, they was
okay. That's fair.
The world was thrown off balance,
and we killed them both times.
Yeah, so Dak wasn't there then. So then, you're right. I stand corrected. You're right.
Dak wasn't there. True that.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so I'm saying I don't think he's faced a defense this well in the division, and so I just feel like this defense is super opportunistic. You got a lot of playmakers. I think you got a lot of guys that can hold you guys one-on-one. Like I feel like Darius Slay can guard a CD Lamb. I feel like James Bradbury, who should be a Pro Bowler as well, could take Gallup off the field. I really believe that. And I think if y'all had more, if y'all went and got Odell or I got somebody that can really stretch the field, that can make this a lot more difficult. But I think really your main offensive option to throw the football to is CD. Now Tony Pollard can catch the ball out of the backfield as well, and he can make some noise. But I'm just talking about as far as wideouts are concerned. We got that on lock. We got that on lock. Like in the game, Cooper Rush, they got back in the game because he started running side to side, throwing the ball to his tight ends and spreading us out, making our cornerbacks tackle. That's how they got us. It wasn't because CD or Gallup started to go crazy. It was because they started playing smart football, running the ball effectively, boot, play action. Okay, we're going to dish it off to the flat. Oh, you got X amount of space to run because Gannon loved to run these crazy zone defenses. And so they may do that again, which could open up some lanes. But again, it wasn't the receivers out there just CD with 100, Gallup with 100, 2 tuds and nothing like that. So I just feel like this defense is going to step up.
I agree with that. Also, there's 2 things, though. We've seen cranberry juice before, right? All right. And in that same game, like I said, I went back and watched it. Gallup was killing him on them comebacks. Like he was getting torched. So, I mean, he had times to make plays because Cooper Rush knew not to throw the Darius Slay slide, which was smart. That was the smartest part of that whole game plan. But yeah, cranberry juice don't scare me. Even when he's with the Giants. Bradbury, he left all his talents back in North Carolina, okay?
Now look,
my bad. Go ahead.
My what you got?
I was gonna say he one of the more elite corners in the league this year, man. Like Bradbury been playing his butt off this year, and it's one thing when you the number 1 on a bad defense, but now you the number 2 on a great defense. Mm-hmm. So now he getting targeted a lot more. He playing in the contract year, He playing his butt off right now. He got to guard the second best receiver on most teams, and man, I don't think anybody scored a touchdown on him yet. I think Slay might have given up 2. I ain't gonna even lie. I think Slay gave up 2. I don't think Brad gave up any so far. So
I'll give you that. That is true because once you are next to a lockdown corner, you will get more attempts. And look at Anthony Brown. Every time they don't throw to Trayvon Diggs, it's a touchdown on the other side. So I agree with that. But Slay almost gave up 3. Terry McLaurin.
Hey,
they got.
I was gonna get to that. I was
Yeah.
gonna say CD. This is gonna be a test for him because we've been talking about CD all year about being
And he's
one
been
of the
stepping
best
up lately too.
You know, he has, but we haven't seen him against an elite corner. You know, so he's gonna go against Darius Slay. Now we also, I gotta say it, we also with my man Scary Terry did.
He did.
He probably had his best game against Darius Slay. But anyways, I want to see CD and Darius Slay. I want to see what he's gonna do. But y'all, what you said, Tomo, is key. Michael Gallup, right? He has to be big this game against Bradbury. You know, because Michael Gallup is a good receiver. You know, he is a good receiver. I know early he came off injury. He had to get implemented. You know, he had to get basically get I can't think of the word. Basically get used to it. Can't think of the word. Basically
reacclimated with the offense.
In the flow, in the flow and everything. So and once he did that, he had that breakout game. I forgot what game it was, but he had that one game where he just killed somebody. So he has to be big. But y'all have to not have Dak throw the ball. What my man Donnell say all the time. Don't throw the ball more than 25 times that.
But he did that against the Jags, and they still lost.
Because turnovers. You're right. I don't know.
He threw the ball less than 30 times against the Jags.
It was literally 30 attempts.
But they
on
defense
the mark.
lost that game. They put up 40 points on y'all. That defense lost that game.
I'm sorry, man. If your offense put up 30 something points, you gotta kind of hold it. So
that turnover was a turning point in that game, though.
And I don't want to give the Eagles too much props, but I like you, man. You're a good guy. These other Eagles fans, I wouldn't say half this stuff I'm saying right now. Of course, he threw it 31 times. The 31st one was the pick, Worm.
No, I said 25 times.
No. I'm saying he said between 25 to 30. Like that's Dak's range.
He threw it 31 times. The 31st with the pick.
But made me lose my train of thought.
25 to 29.
Look, he will not give him 30, man. But that's what I was gonna say to close it out. The Eagles are a good team, and they're building on the future. So for me and you, Joe, we need to be looking out because right now their team is built for success for like the next 10 years.
I need the Saints to win that division.
I definitely do that. I don't need them to get that.
Yeah, we need them to keep on taking L's, keep stacking L's. We probably got an L for them next week. We're gonna see them next week.
Yeah. So look,
I got to lose twice. So.
Yeah. So look, AJ, before you get off, we like to people that are fans of the teams. You can talk Eagles, Lakers. Oh yeah, man, you're a Laker fan. I gotta say this, man.
Like the beam.
Like the beam. Like the beam. I'm sorry. I know y'all hurt 2-0, you know. So we'll see y'all 2 more times, but like the beam. But go ahead and get some last words for your squads and for the show.
Oh yeah, who you want me to go, y'all?
Yeah, just give when we do, we like to give shout outs to our teams. Like we talk to the team before we get off the show.
Oh, okay. Well, Eagles, y'all know what time it is. It's Dallas week. You know, a lot of us we try to minimize the game, make sure people don't know this game is nothing. It's nothing, but it's a little something in there. It's bragging rights in there. It's bragging rights. This team, I will give credit where it's due. They have had our number the last couple of years. They've been smoking us, matter of fact, the last couple of years. So it feels good to get back on the grind, have a successful season, and handle business. We in Dallas. They've been chirping. Mikey, is the team or is it hurts? And everything that T-Law was saying or DeMarcus Lawrence was saying, in the first matchup, he ain't played us yet. Then he got smoked when we played him. We know they like to talk, but we gonna let them talk. We go in there. We handle our business. You know what I'm saying? When we go home with the dub, with the division and with the conference. And then we can start talking Super Bowl run because that's what's next. But first, let's finish off these Cowboys, sweep these boys up out of here, and keep it pushing. Hurts, get back healthy soon. We gonna need you.
Let's get it. All right, man. Appreciate you for coming on. We definitely get you back on here another time. And it was fun. So stay safe out here.
Yeah,
thanks for y'all.
We appreciate it.
Make sure you here next week.
Oh, I will. I'll be ready. I'll be ready.
Yeah. So I can tell you it's the system.
All right, stay safe.
All right, man. Y'all have a nice one.
All right, man.
All right, that was good. All right, Tomo. Hey, That was
It
a
feels
battle
good,
too.
you know. It feels good to argue, debate with a healthy Eagles fan. You know, they're not just throwing out memes and stuff. You know.
I know. Yeah. All right, y'all. All right. So look, before we leave here, make sure y'all like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share this with somebody I know. Once we end this live, you can go back and watch it again. We're gonna break out the videos tomorrow so you can watch each segment by itself. Also, I appreciate y'all for using that comment section. Y'all was lit in the comments. We appreciate y'all. We also have an IG account, IG chat, Instagram chat with NFL, NBA, baseball chat. These are all different chats. NFL, NBA, baseball, college basketball, and college football chat. If you want to be a part of those chats, let us know. Put it in the comment section. Let us know what chat you want to be a part of. We do debates on there. We do like when you hear people refer to the chat, that's what we're talking about. All right. We also do trade rumors, trades that happen, free agencies, trade denials, all that stuff. Right. So all right. So if you want to be a part of that, just let us know. And we're going to end this with some last words. I'm not home. I don't have my jersey, but Laker fans, light the beam. Light the beam. Listen, I had a lot of Laker fans talking trash to me the day of the game. And then after the game, they want to talk about the playoffs. Bro, can y'all get there first? Like, come on. Like, don't talk about the playoffs. Y'all are the 12th seed in the West, if I'm not mistaken. All right. It's funny because the Lakers having all these wins. Oh, Lakers looking good, but they still only have 2 teams that's below them in the standings. All right. They still terrible. But the Kings, we're looking sweet right now. I like how we are. I love Mike Brown. Mike Brown making adjustments from game to game. Kevin Huerter at 26 points. Sabonis back-to-back 20 rebound games. Like I said, there's no big in the NBA in the West that should be voted over Sabonis other than Zion. I forgot to say Zion. Zion and Jokic. That's it. Nobody else should get a vote over Sabonis. All right? Also, Commanders, they know what it is. You know what it is. We got my bad, wrong way. We got the Vikings over there. It's not the Vikings, the 49ers. You might like the Vikings game. I'm not going to hype like that. But we got the 49ers over there. And, yeah, that's what I got. See y'all Saturday. Go ahead, David.
Same thing. See y'all Saturday. San Fran, go in there, respect them. You know, play a good game. You know, you always respect your opponent.
I respect y'all. Just want to let y'all know that, all right? Because last week I ain't.
But nah, man, I think it's gonna be a really good game. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for 2 reasons because one, it's the home team because I am from Washington D.C., so it's the home team. So I've always wanted them to do well. Even when they play against us, I just wanted to come out with a W, of course, because I've always been a Niners fan since I've known about football. So going there, we have a chance to win 8 games, but we also have a chance to lose. So go in there, respect the team, and go play well like you're supposed to. Miami Heat. I really don't know what to say to y'all. We are the number 7 seed, so we're in the play-in right now. If everything stopped today, we would be in the play-in. But that's not what Miami Heat basketball is. So you need to do something. Pat Riley, go make a trade. I think maybe you need to call Washington so you can get a Rui. They're giving up Rui for nobody. So, I mean, maybe you can go get him for nothing. And maybe see if they can go ahead and throw Bradley Beal in there. I mean, they're giving up everybody pretty much. So
they might get you Kuzma at this point, the way they just giving up players. You see what I'm saying?
I'll take Kuzma. Y'all can have Udonis Haslam. That's pretty much the same trade y'all was giving Phoenix.
No. Udonis Haslam is y'all Brandon Ingram. He ain't going nowhere. Brandon Graham, my bad. Brandon Graham. Yeah.
Brandon Ingram.
But, I mean, Haslam, I love you. It's just you're old now, man. Your game, you're
done,
yeah. Tomo says it best.
You're done, son.
So I don't know what to say about that. And then National Signing Day was yesterday. So y'all know what I'm throwing up. Throwing up to you, baby. Let's get it. We still have a chance to get Kamani McLean, so let's go.
All right. I just want. Could you bring up? Are you able to bring up a comment? It was from Donnell at 7:46 p.m.
Oh, he got.
It says, "I just want to bring this up. I just want to talk about this for 1 second. If you can find that, Dallas will win this game. I owe Tomo an apology about that. Mahomes and Allen both have the same TD and interception stats as Dak. since his return.
Woo!
You see that? You see that? That's all I've been trying to tell people, man. That's
Woo!
it. That's it. And run the ball. You see this end zone that's behind me? Hey, Zeke, Pollard, just make sure you there all day on Saturday, okay? Just be there all day. Run the ball. Actually, if you could just keep this comment up, that would be great to just end the show with that, you know? Because he came on here and told me I was crazy. And, man, once again, shout out to my man, AJ, for coming on here, man. It's always good to have a good Eagles fan on here, you know? Yes, I'm throwing shots at you, Kev and Blaze, because you all are pests. Cry, Eagles, cry. Let's go, Cowboys.
Let's go. Great show today, man. I'm excited. That's all we got for y'all today, and we'll see y'all next episode. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.